Wendy gang, what is going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. You are tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. We are here. I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. I was working on the next video. After we get off of this live stream, I am going to have another video coming out very, very shortly after, so stick around for that. And y'all stay hydrated. Today we are going to be making Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull-aparts. I don't eat a lot of fast food, but when I do go to Wendy's, which is very, very rare, they have these Cinnabon pull-aparts that are so good. And I accidentally made them at home using these. These are the key right here. So we got 2 rolls of Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon rolls. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut these up. And then we're going to put them into our muffin pan. And we are going to make the Wendy's Cinnabon pull apart. It's going to be so good. Let me get the oven turned on. Okay, always read the instructions for how hot the oven needs to be so that you don't have any mistakes. 375. Okay, we got the oven set. Alright, you guys, I used to go live all the time. I'm telling you, when you stop going live a lot, it is so hard to go live again, and it's a lot of setup, so I'm sorry I'm late. And then I have some fruit here that we're going to cut up while we wait on the cinnamon rolls in the oven. I have some strawberries here. I got some strawberries here. I got some blueberries inside of here that are already washed off and ready to go. And then this container, so got some blueberries there. And then this container has blueberries and has raspberries in it. And yesterday Ava got these ready, washed them off. So we got raspberries, blueberries, a little bit of strawberries here. Oh, and I want to show you guys this. Okay, so I went to Bath and Body Works the other day, and I got a bunch of candles. This one smells so good. Can y'all smell that? It is a pumpkin pecan waffle. So we're gonna get this lit. There's this show I watch, MTR, mediocre tutorials and reviews. When every time he starts his show off, he always lights a candle. So, let's do that. Yeah, so I went to, I think is it called Bath? Something like that. Bath and Body Works, something like that. I went there the other day, got a whole bunch of good smells. So my house can be smelling all good, all that stuff. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, the scariest part, is we're going to open the cinnamon roll container. And this part, oh, and then you're going to want to make sure that you spray your muffin tin with Pam so that none of the cinnamon rolls, once we put them in here, stick to it. So I'm going to spray that really quick. Okay, so we got that straight off, ready to go. And then we're gonna get some scissors. I'm gonna open this. When I open these cans, I'm gonna be so scared. Get spoons, open them. So, 2 of these. first thing we're gonna do is pop this bad boy open. And everything is harder when you have nails on. I can't even do this. Then we're gonna cut these up. Go. And then these come with the icing also. Oh my gosh. We almost got it. We're almost there. I can see. Woo! Okay. That's why I was having a hard time. This is where the icing is. So we're gonna unroll that. And then you gotta be very careful because like the icing, you guys can see it's like right there. So we gotta be careful how we take that out. Woo. There's one more that's hiding in there, or two. Alright, so we got everything. We got our muffin tin that we have oiled down. We got our cinnamon rolls. One of the cans, I like to open one at a time. Just weird like that. And then we got our icing. We're going to put this off over to soy. And then we have our knife here. And then we're just going to cut up the cinnamon roll. I like to cut it. What I do? I cut one of them. Let me see. One. Okay, cut it one cinnamon roll into 6 pieces. You're gonna take your pieces and then lay them in the muffin tin. And any way you lay them is cool because it's gonna bake and be one muffin pretty much. So then, yeah, and then when you bake these, you guys, it's so good. Have you guys ever had the Cinnabon pull-aparts from Wendy's? They're really good. So I was watching Cooking with AB. He has a couple of different YouTube channels, but he did this same recipe or this same technique, but he put it into a crock pot, and it was so good. And I was like, I have a crock pot, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've been kind of lazy and I don't want to pull it out because then it's like I gotta wash it and clean it and all this stuff. And so I was like, what if I try that same technique in a muffin tin? What would happen? So then I tried it the other day with Ava. You guys, it was so good. I was like, Ava, I think we just made Wendy's. Okay, so I'm just taking a napkin and wiping away some of the oil that's on top. Sometimes it'll burn, sometimes it won't. It's not one of those things that's like super, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do this. It's not that serious. Okay, so then we're just gonna take our cinnamon rolls, cut them up, put them into the muffin tin. You do want to spray it so that they don't stick. So last time, the first time I did these one at a time. I had Ava with me, and she's still away now. It is 10:30 38 here in Alaska. She's still laying down, but she helped me last time, and she was cutting up some of these, and she had so much fun. I love when my daughter helps me in the kitchen. You know, it's just like bonding time. It's something that we can do together. It's inexpensive. You get to eat whatever you make, so that helps too. So that's the first can. Then we're gonna come back with another can. And then we got the oven on. Okay. I hate when I'm about to bake something and then I forget to turn the oven on. I freaking hate that. Because then it's like all that time that you spent talking, the oven could have been heating up. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna open the second one. Hopefully we don't have as much trouble opening this one as we did with the first one. But we finna find out. We finna find out. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so our oven is hot. It's ready to go. These freaking icing are so hard to get out. And you guys, I'm so sorry. I normally go live on Saturday, but I was tired. I was tired. I woke up early. I put some videos out, and I was like, nah, I have to go back to sleep. Like it's not gonna happen. Okay, and then we're just gonna cut them up, do the same process that we've been doing, and we finna make some Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull apart. These are so good. But yeah, me and Ava made these. She really likes these Cinnabon pull aparts from Wendy's, and that's one of the reasons why she always want to go there. But I'm gonna tell y'all something: fast food is too expensive to eat all the time, and it's not worth it. So we don't go there very often. So she was very happy that I made these Copycat ones. I was looking at somebody's menu for a food truck before I hopped on here. They had an oxtail plate for $40. I said, what? If I'm gonna pay $40 for an oxtail plate, why don't I just go to the store and buy the stuff to make it, and then I'll have leftovers. I won't just get one portion. And it's like, you guys are really out here paying $40 for plates? What? You know, like, that's it. Crazy. Like, you want me to pay half $100 for a plate of food? That's crazy. But a lot of people, some people don't like to cook. Some people don't know how to cook. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta pay. I guess you gotta pay, but damn. $40 for an oxtail plate? I can go buy a pack of oxtails and make some sides and be done with it. Okay. And I think these don't take too long to bake. I think like 12 minutes at 375. I always use a timer when I'm baking. You don't ever want to be baking something and like leave it in the oven or overcook it. And I am very forgetful. I will put something in the oven or start cooking, start talking, and forget I'm cooking. So okay, we're almost ready to go. Okay, now we're gonna put these in the oven, And we're gonna let it do what it do. While that is cooking, we are going to work on cutting up the fruit, getting all that ready, and I might make me a hot chocolate. So, going in the oven. Doo, 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 doo. Here we go. Maybe. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's start working on our fruit. Our candles over here smelling good. It is pumpkin pecan waffles. It smells really, really wonderful. So, and then I'm just gonna give this a quick rinse, and then I'm just gonna flip it probably, most likely. I'm just gonna flip this. Alright, and then we got our icing here. When the cinnamon rolls pull apart, or the Cinnabon pull apart, Copycat get done, I'm gonna put some vanilla icing on them. Sometimes I will warm this icing up and then put it on, but I'm not gonna do that because they're already gonna be hot. And I'm just gonna put it on cold and let the cinnamon rolls melt. The vanilla icing is gonna be so good. So let's wash these off. And let me get some hot chocolates going. Use cold water. I hate when I forget and then turn on the warm water and I'm like, no. But use cold water because you really don't want to like warm your food up or anything like that. So use cold water to rinse your fruits. And sometimes I'll use a strainer to rinse it off. And then sometimes I'll just rinse them off in the container and just cut them up. What I like to do when I get fruit, I cut it all up. I don't got time. I'll cut it all up and just be done with it. So, and then once I cut it all up, it's like if my daughter wants some strawberries, she can literally just grab them out of the fridge and it'll be easier. Let's see what we got here. I don't like the way that one looks. Okay, the thing with berries for me, I feel like berries have to be eaten pretty quickly. You know, like you can't leave them in the fridge for a long, long time. Like you gotta eat them. So we got raspberry right there. Okay, that's fruit cutting. We got our Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull apart. That's a long name. That's why I'm messing it up. I have these green apples. I don't normally eat green apples, but every time I go to the store, it was like, can we get the green apples? So I got green apples. So I might cut one of those up with y'all. I used to love green apples when I was younger, but then I got older and I'm like, these are too sour. gonna close this window because now it's making me cold. Y'all, it is cold out here. I literally live in a freezer. I'm in Alaska. It is so cold that if you leave a bottle of water in your car, when you come back the next day, it'll be frozen solid. Like, I literally live in a freezer. You can't leave nothing outside. Even sometimes the doors on your car will freeze and you have to like yank it open. I be like, why do I live here? Like, how did you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm where God wants me to be, and I also feel like me being in Alaska has really helped my YouTube channel, my brand. Like I think people like it. You know what I'm saying? And it is cool because it's like most people are not ever gonna meet somebody from Alaska. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna stay here for right now. This is where God has put me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it a part of my brand and I'm embrace where I'm from. But even with all that said, I'm not one of those Alaskans who be like outside hunting. I don't do all that. All right. So we got our strawberries, cutting those up. Hey, what's up, Freezy? How you been? We are making Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull aparts. And I took some cinnamon rolls, the Pillsbury kind, and then I cut them up and put them into a muffin tin. They're in the oven right now. And they're almost done. Let's see. We got 5 more minutes. And in the meantime, we cutting up some fruit. I feel like when I have fruit and I cut it up, or when I like prep out the salad, I'm more likely to eat it. I've been doing good, Freezy. I just been at home relaxing, kind of getting back used to my schedule and everything I had got going on. Ava recently restarted gymnastics, and we had one of her competitions. So I kind of been focusing on that, and I realized like before my surgery, I had a lot of stuff that I was doing, and I didn't realize like how much work all of this was, and like being a content creator, being a mom, until I had surgery, and I'm like, like this is a lot. So I've been busy with that, and y'all know it is winter right now. So with it being winter, that kind of brings a whole nother level of difficulty as far as like when you have to go to the store, when you got to drive somewhere, so. And then for a while I wasn't even driving, and so yeah, I'm just focused on getting back to my schedule, my new normal, as people would call it. Yes. How have you been, Freezy? I be seeing everybody, on live, but I kind of stay away from the panel shows. I haven't really gotten back to that. The different mics and different pitches and sound still bother me, so I haven't gotten back into the panel shows yet. And you know, I used to always be joining people's panels. So I don't got enough energy for all that. So I've been doing a lot of the pre-recorded, and I actually like it. This is my new home. I actually like doing the pre-recorded content. It's easier for me. I can just make a video, release it, go about my day, focus on what the other stuff I gotta do. So, but you guys, it is almost Christmas. So we got our decorations set up, and then also right now we're in the middle of redoing Ava's room. And let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all how Amazon did me dirty. Okay? I got a bed off of Amazon, and I had somebody come over and set it up. And he was like taking a long time, and then he was like, I think one of the pieces is missing. So then he went and looked for like the box and all that stuff, and making sure that we did not misplace the piece of the bed. Y'all, I don't even think Amazon sent me all the right pieces to the bed. So then I had called them. I'm like, yo, I'm missing a piece. Can you guys send me the one piece? They were like, no, we got to send you a whole new bed. So Ava's room is like a construction zone right now. It's like a lot going on. Let me check the cinnamon rolls. But yes, so we did get her bunk bed broken down. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna do 2 more minutes. I'm gonna do 2 more minutes on those. They look and smell amazing. My whole house right now smells like cinnamon. So good. But yeah, y'all, Amazon, I think Amazon did me dirty. So they're going to send me a whole new bed. They want me to take the piece out that I need and send the bed back. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But her new room is going to be very, very beautiful. I can't wait to show it to you guys. And she's really excited about it. So, all right, we got our fruit cut up. I said I was going to cut up an apple. I'm going to leave this cutting board here because I'm going to think about whether I feel like cutting up an apple or not. So, we got a lot of strawberries. Got some strawberries. We got some more strawberries. I'm going to take that one out. Don't look too good. We got some strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Ooh, and I feel like our rolls are done. So I'm going to take these out. When you're baking something, what you do is you stick a fork in the middle of it. And if it comes out clean, then that means that whatever you're baking is done. So we're going to do the fork test. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got my fork. I'm going to stick it in there, see what it's looking like. Okay, we're looking done. Okay, I'm going to cut up the apple later. Let me... get some room out here. we're gonna put the icing on top and it's gonna melt and they're gonna be so freaking delicious. So this is how you make Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull-aparts at home for the Lolo. So before I put the icing on there, I'm gonna actually pop them out, and then we're gonna put the fruit over here to the side. We're gonna pop them out, put them on a plate. And this is incredibly hot, so be very, very careful. You don't want no accidents in the kitchen. Woo, and then you just pull it apart. It's so good. I'm like, look, I'm not paying for nothing. I'm always trying to save money. Okay? And yes, I was looking at this menu today for a food cart, and it said $40 for a plate. Like, bro, you're tripping. Not me. I'll figure out a way to make it at home. I'm not paying all that money. Y'all crazy. Okay. And I have a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on this little plate right here. Okay. And we're gonna get this out the way because this is hot. Put this back over here. Okay, hey! We are making Wendy's Copycat Cinnabon pull-aparts. So, hey Joy, how you doing? Yes, so we took 2 cans of Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, cut them up, put them into a muffin pan, and this is what they look like. But we are not done. We are gonna put the icing on here. And these are so freaking good, you guys, because it literally is a cinnamon roll, but it's just in a different shape. And then when I put this on here, I'm actually going to get a butter knife. I don't know why I have this. This icing is going to melt. It's going to be so good. Yeah, let me get a butter knife. Let me get curious about this. Okay. Then we're just going to wipe a little bit of frosting on each one, or icing. You know what? I don't bake a lot, right? So I was like, what is the difference between frosting, icing, and drizzle? You know, I went and looked it up. And the difference between those words is the consistency. I was like, oh. Like I said, I do not bake, y'all. So I be having to I be getting stuff confused. And then the heat from the muffins. I'm actually going to close this window. Because it's so damn cold outside that... It's so cold outside in Alaska that air will freeze, will make the icing not do its thing. Like if I have the window open and I have water in the sink, the water will get cold. And it's even gotten ice on it before. Bro, I'm telling y'all. Okay. It is, okay, it's so hard to not lick your fingers, but I always tell you guys about double dipping, but in this case, I know that I'm not feeding any other people besides me and Ava, so it's cool for me to be licking my fingers, but if you have guests coming over to your house, you should not be doing that at all. And if you people that own animals, you letting the animals run on the counter, that is disgusting. Okay, Joy, I don't have the temperature in front of me right now, but it's probably like 20 degrees. I can check on my other phone. Just give me 1 second. It's so cold that if you leave a bottle of water in the car, the next day when you come back, the water will be completely frozen. I literally live in a freezer. And then, like, you know how people be outside and they be walking? Everybody in Alaska walks hella fast. Yes, we definitely are having a white Christmas, but everybody walks hella fast. Nobody has time to talk on the outside. Like we're all in the same mindset that we're all in agreement that it's cold as hell. We got to go. And then you know how like when you're down south or when you're somewhere where the weather is warm, you can just hop in your car and go. You can't do that here. You have to warm your car up. So before I go anywhere, like 20 minutes or like 30 minutes before I'll go warm my car up. So you gotta have gas. Because to let your car just be running for that long, you know. Okay, then the icing is gonna just melt down and then you can spread it out if you want to. But that's it, y'all. Let me clean up over here. And then these are just some extra blueberries over here. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put some sprinkles on these for the holidays. I have a lot of Christmas sprinkles. So, like, when it's holiday time, what I do is I'll get sprinkles the color of the holidays, you know? And I have a lot of sprinkles for Christmas. Ooh, look at those. Look at those. Oh, and then we got these ones. And trust me, this icing, like, this is plenty of icing, you know what I'm saying? But look, the heat from the muffins will melt the icing. And let me check the weather. Give y'all for sure a rundown on what it is. 9 degrees. Oh my God, I said 20. I was being generous. It's 9 degrees outside. And that is exactly why when you guys do see me on live, I'm gonna have on sweatpants like I do now, or I'm gonna have a hoodie on because it's freaking cold. It's definitely hoodie season. Yes, 9 degrees. Girl, I thought it was 20. I was being generous. Okay, so we're gonna try one of these. I'm gonna eat one for y'all so y'all see what it's hitting for. And I feel like, you know, with my surgery, you know, I had brain surgery in July 2nd. When I had my surgery, it was summertime, and now it is winter. So I feel like the cold air, it kind of makes my head hurt. Like, I feel like my scar, like when I'm out for too long in the cold, I feel like it'd be like affecting me. It's hard for me to explain, but I don't like to be cold. Well, that's why I don't, you know, be outside like that. And I make sure my car is nice and warmed up before I go anywhere. So here we go. I'll try one of these. This right here. Delicious. Mmm. It's like a cinnamon roll muffin. And then you just pull it apart and do little chunks that you cut up. And it's so good. And they sell these at Wendy's in like a little cup. But this way you can make them at home. And it's like, you know how like you watch some food shows and you be like, I know that nigga lying. That shit look nasty. My food really be good. And that's the problem about I'm never happy when I go out to eat. But I've been watching a lot of TikTok lately. And they do a lot of like food reviews. So I have one that I actually did that I'm working on editing. It's this place in Alaska called House of Red. And I was thinking when I was sitting there eating my food, and I was like, you know why going out to eat don't work for me? Because I know how to cook. So it's like, and then I worked in the kitchen, so I know the secrets. I know, you know what I'm saying? I just know the truth. But I'm still going to get into doing more food reviews because everyone is not like me, and there are still some great places to eat. And this is so freaking good. And then you drag it in that icing. Fire. Right here. And then we take our strawberry. Just to make us not feel guilty about eating cinnamon roll. And then I'm gonna make me a hot chocolate. And the great thing about these is if you do have kids, they're gonna love these. You can even have your kids help you make these and let them open the can, let them cut them up. You know, I think that more people need to cook at home. I really do. Especially with what's going on with these food prices. I think more people need to cook at home. And not only do more people, I wish I would have had the coffee pot over here on my Keurig, but it's over there. I wish more people would cook at home, and I would like more people to involve their children at home cooking, because the amount of grown people that I have met that cannot cook, it is really a shame. And it's really sad because I feel like cooking is one of the basics to life. I don't even feel like, and this is the hot chocolate I got. Y'all know about that Swiss Miss. What you know about that Swiss Miss? Cooking is one of the basic things that you need in life to live. So it's like, how do you guys not know how to cook, you know? I feel like everyone should know how to cook a little bit. I'm not saying that you have to love it and you gotta be in the kitchen all the time like me, but at least know how to do it. And I feel like it's a fun experience to do with your kids. And like my daughter, she loves it. She thinks it's so fun. Like I'll make some. The other day she was kind of sad, so I made some cupcakes, and I made frosting from scratch. So I was very proud of myself because I don't do stuff like that. But I made the frosting from scratch, and then I let her. I got some toppings together and let her decorate. She was actually really excited and thought it was fun, and it made her happy, and it was like a little art project, you know? was talking about those sprinkles, but I kind of forgot about it. Let's see if they're going to stick. So these are some of the sprinkles I have. Let's see if they're going to stick. It might be too late. I should have did it when it was warmer. Let's see. Oh, it's too late. See, it's so cold in Alaska that my icing is already cold. Muffins, not hot anymore. But I should have put my sprinkles on when my icing was hot, because then they would have stuck. Just talking that freaking fast. Got it, or made it to where it ain't gonna work now. Isn't that crazy? 9 degrees. Everybody walking fast. Nobody got time to talk. That cold will have you irritated too. You be like, don't. That cold be having me irritated. I be like, look, I ain't got time for nobody today. So I got my hot chocolate here. I'm gonna give it a stir. Okay, because I have on nails when I do the whipped cream, it's kind of like a struggling situation. Okay, can y'all see me good? Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of videos I have to work on. But you know, I really enjoy being a content creator. I like making videos. You know, I like that part of what I do is like making videos, doing research. I think it's a lot of fun. So here we go. Okay, now we're gonna put the sprinkles on when it's not too late. Or yeah, when it's we're gonna put them on right on time. All right, y'all. Cheers. All right, foodie gang. So I already put the recipe down below. It's very, very simple. Just a can of Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon rolls. It comes with the icing already in there. The fruit and the hot chocolate are just extra things that I added onto it. Like I said, I'll have a video coming out probably within the hour. So keep your notifications turned on. Stay tuned. We are going to talk about SNAP benefits and what is going on with them. There are some important changes that are coming up to SNAP. And the other day before I go, when I was in the grocery store, I was at Walmart. Right? And this woman had swiped her card, her EBT card, but some of her purchases were not approved. Like all the snacks she had and the sweets didn't get approved on the SNAP, on the EBT. So when she swiped it, it only paid for like half of her purchase. And then they were trying to like, you know, I wouldn't say argue because they were very calm, but they were going back and forth with the cashier to the point to where it took so long where I hopped out of line. I was like, let me go get in another line. I checked out and I looked back and they're still over there going over what, you know, why the SNAP or why the EBT wasn't approved for the full purchase. So there's a lot of things coming up with SNAP EBT that people don't realize, and a lot of the things that people go and purchase in the store will not be approved with EBT. They're gonna have to pay for those items out of pocket. So the video I have coming up is talking about what's going on with EBT. We thought after November everything was fine and gravy, but I told y'all this is the beginning of uncertainty in my mind. They really want to cut off SNAP. They can't do that because of how many people are on it. So what they're going to start doing, in my opinion, is start trimming the program. But I have another video coming out that we're going to talk about that. I had a video come out this morning, but stay tuned, follow along. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and tell me what you would like to see me cook on live. next. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see y'all next one. Peace. I'm out. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang.